Hello everybody, finalKenpachi here. Welcome to another Raid Shadow Legends video. We got the new fusion, guys. As you guys see, he's actually looking pretty good. This is gonna be Christmas fusion. This fusion coming to December 14. It's gonna be hybrid fusion, guys. Okay, what is the hybrid fusion means? So some champion we are gonna collect from the event and the tournament. Some of them we are gonna collect the fragment and we have to fuse them. Now let's take a look at the fusion ability. We are gonna talk. Alright, here is the champion, guys. We can see the champion skill right now. This is another Ogre Tribe champion, Spirit Affinity, Defense champion, and the Legendary. Let's take a look at the champion skill quickly. Attack 3 times at random. Each hit 40% chance of placing freeze debuff for 1 turn. This chance is gonna be 50% after you guys book the A1 skill. First of all, everything I'm about to say about this fusion is the current content. We don't know anything about the upcoming content bigger than bigger than Doom Tower content. So everything I'm about to say here, the current existence content, guys. Okay. And attack 3 times at random, like I said. Obviously, this skill has only one usage right now, guys, which is the Hard Far Night. But we are gonna talk about that very soon. A2 skill. Remove any stun, sleep, fear, true fear, freeze, provoke, and the purification debuff from all allies. Then place increased defense buff on the all allies for 2 turns. Also place elite protection buff and all allies except this champion for 2 turns. This skill has 3 turn cooldown. Obviously, some people, especially Pilgrim, saying that this is anti-Tormin kinda. You know, Pilgrim not saying that, but you know, people saying anti-Tormin because we have a Tormin event right now. They give us anti-Tormin. I mean, yes, he's gonna cleanse the freeze debuff we are getting from Tormin, but if your team doesn't have a block debuff champion, you are gonna freeze yourself again or your teammate. If you have a block debuff champion, you don't have to worry about Tormin at all, actually. So guys, this skill cleansing the CC abilities. It's not gonna cleanse decrease attack, weaken, you know, decrease defense, that kind of stuff, HP burn, you know, decrease speed, you know. It's pretty much cleansing every CC ability. And the place increase defense and the elite protection. Can be decent for the clan boss, guys, on the early game, mid game, because increased defense and elite protection together is seriously strong buff. You want that. Also a chance of to cleanse your stun, so your stun targeting, he can be nice synergy, you know, for the clan boss. A1, A3 or the passive skill set that doesn't have anything to for the clan boss, only A2 skill. A2 skill on the Far Night Heart doesn't make sense to be honest. Far Night Heart, if you are gonna let the Far Night boss take a turn and attack you, which is makes sense, you are casting this buff, yeah, right? Then he's gonna cast to decrease speed debuff. He doesn't have a cleanse for the decrease speed debuff too. So that's kind of like, you know, I don't like it. Arena wise, against the Tormin, not gonna work alone. I don't think so. Like this pretty much like Mitrella. Like Mitrella have pretty much the same ability, guys, which is she's the free champion. You can eventually get your Mitrella. Mitrella A3 skill, guys. Remove all debuff. Mitrella remove all debuff, by the way, guys, okay? Place a strength buff and a shield buff. Strength is the second best buff for the in-game. Elite protection is the best, then the strength, then the increased defense, okay? But she's also placing shield equal to 30% of this champion HP. And her A2 also have increased defense. Again, you cannot also use the Mitrella against the Tormin comp because she's custom buff at the same time the cleanse. If you don't have a block debuff, it's gonna be, you know, struggle. But at least you can, if you can cast this debuff, which is the hex debuff, there is a chance you can be purification the Tormin, right? Obviously, we are gonna talk that soon. There's also a chance he can do something to Tormin. But before we talking about that one, we need to mention the A3 skill. Attack enemy has 75% chance of placing freeze debuff for 1 turn. Also 75% chance of to decrease the turn meter of the all enemies by 30%. This skill gonna be 100% chance and 4 turn cooldown, guys, after you guys book it. Again, Far Night Heart for the wave, you guys can use this one. Actually, before we move to the passive skill, guys, or let me mention the passive skill first actually. Passive skill has two effects. One of them passive effect, the other one is active effect. Passive effect doesn't have any cooldown. Active effect has 4 turn, after the book 3 turn cooldown guys, okay? Whenever an enemy tries to place a freeze debuff on this champion, instantly transfer it from this champion to that enemy. So for example, Tormin. Yes, you can place a freeze on the Tormin whenever he tries to freeze you, right? His anti-freeze champion, like he cannot get a freeze from this passive skill guys. That's the thing. Obviously you cannot freeze the bosses, but this is like for example Ice Golem, if you're gonna use him on the Ice Golem or the Ice Spider, right? He's not gonna get a freeze, he's gonna transfer it. Even they don't get it, he doesn't care, he's gonna cleanse it, you know. The thing is about the Tormin, most of the people using Tormin with the Siphi because Tormin is defensive champion. Siphi also casts an increased defense buff, right? So it can increase the Tormin damage if there is a DPS Tormin. And because of the Siphi guys cast an increased defense buff, increased speed buff, at the same time block debuff. Because of the block debuff, this skill, passive skill, if the enemy has a Siphi or any other block debuff champion, not gonna work against the Tormin because it doesn't say anything about cannot be blocked or cannot be resisted, which is you need the accuracy to land your freeze debuff to enemy Tormin, and if the enemy Tormin has a block debuff, not gonna work. Active effect, whenever this champion is killed, revive them with the 30% HP and 30% turn meter, and place a revive on death buff on them for 1 turn. So whenever enemy champion kill your Blizaar, okay, he's coming back live with the 30% HP and 30% turn meter. This is so low guys. 30% turn meter and 30% HP is insanely low. There's a high chance enemy can get another turn and kill you again. If this happen, because of that he has a revive on death buff, so he's coming back again, but same thing gonna be repeated again. Like it's not a game changer. To be honest, instead of the arena, maybe for the PvE content guys, you know, like for example, like how we are using Godseeker now on the sound level, right, from passive skill, maybe in the PvE content guys this passive skill can be handled, to be honest. But that's all about it. Again, everything today I said about him guys for the current existence content. Yes, promising on the Fahrenheit Heart, A1 and the A3 skill, but I'm gonna show you something for that right now guys, stay tuned. So for the Fahrenheit Heart, do you need him? We have a couple of the alternative guys. One of them is the free champion, Yakar. Yakar is pretty much doing similar thing guys. Attack twice, you know, has a chance of the freeze. This one is a decreased speed buff, which is important guys, you know, AoE freeze again, you know. So Yakar is the alternative, legendary alternative, Void Affinity. And another alternative, which is the champion I'm using actively on my Heart Fahrenheit team, which is the, I'm going to show you very soon, Criodan. Criodan is the epic champion from the Sylvian Watcher people. What is Criodan doing? Criodan A1, attack 3 times, has a 35% chance of placing freeze. Fusion was 50% after the book. Okay? Criodan A2, attack all enemy twice, each hit 45%, gonna be 65% chance of placing freeze. Okay? Because I'm actively using my Criodan, I can tell you guys pretty much it's 95% of the time displacing every single champion on the freeze from this skill. And this skill has 3 turn cooldown. Fusion has 100%, but 4 turn cooldown, guys. Okay? That's all. Fusion is over. Like Fusion only have A1 skill for the Hard Fahrenheit and the A3 skill. Criodan has more than that. Criodan A3 skill, guys. Another 3 turn cooldown after the book. Place increased speed buff on all allies for 2 turn. Also field turn meter on the all allies for 15%. So Criodan can also help you to speed up your team. That's the another good thing about the Criodan. Now let me show you guys my Criodan Hard Fahrenheit 6 team. There's a video actually on my YouTube channel. You guys can also check this there. So here's the thing guys. We are in the Hard Fahrenheit stage 6. This team, we have a G-Nut there, Criodan there, Cold Earth, Stack Knight, and the Fat Man. Again, this team video on my YouTube channel guys. I'm gonna leave video link below to this video description. Don't worry about it. Just give me 1 second guys, my phone getting a notification. There we go. So you guys gonna be understand the mechanic, how you can use Criodan or slash fusion champion on this role. Obviously, you cannot replace Criodan with the fusion champion, like I mentioned. Criodan A3 is better. But with the different speed tune, everything is possible. Let's take a look. Everybody got a freeze, guys. It's pretty much happen all the time. Criodan fill my Terminator, guys, with the increased speed buff as well. He used the A3 skill. This A3 skill gonna be very important on the boss stage, okay? Because Criodan skill 3 turn cooldown, we don't have to worry about it. Look, 3 champion actually didn't get a freeze. That's actually like didn't happen that much. I'm glad you guys saw that. It's happened. Like I said, it's not 100%. But if you guys look to the match, it's not really a problem. Because if your champion are strong enough, it's not a real problem, which is Criodan A1 and the GNAT A1 has a chance of to place a freeze or the decrease their Tormentor. So, but again, guys, trust me, Criodan pretty much all the time plays in every single champion freeze. Now Criodan gonna start with the A3 skill, guys. This is gonna help us to get turn twice before the boss get a turn. A1 attack 3 times. My GNAT actually resists twice, so we need a Criodan chance right now. Obviously, Fusion has a better A1 skill, guys, but again, like, Criodan A1 also doing the job done, guys. As you guys see. Criodan A1 is coming. I think it's proc only one time. It's a 35%, so I'm not using Criodan A2 at the moment, guys, but you guys can also make it happen. So it can be freeze the boss definitely much more than that. And we got a second tele protection and the boss is done. So this team video on my YouTube channel, guys. Why I show you guys this, why I want to show you guys this team. Criodan is epic champion. This is a legendary champion. Criodan A3 is better than Fusion, which is increase speed buff. Is A2 also better than Fusion, in my opinion, because it's a 3 turn cooldown. Fusion, yes, 100%, but 4 turn cooldown. By the way, guys, like this is like attack twice, so your chances increase. Only good thing about Fusion, guys, A1 is better than Criodan. So now let's talk about the Fusion. Is that really worth it? Alright, guys, my honest opinion, I'm happy. You know, there is a Tormin event going on right now. I'm going for Tormin. Obviously, very nice champion, you know. And I was actually hoping, please give us bad champion Pilarium for the Christmas Fusion. So I can skip him and I can save my resources. And yes, this is the Fusion I'm thinking to skip at the moment. Again, we don't know anything about the upcoming content. If there is something good for the freeze mechanic, you know, stuff like that, my opinion gonna be changed, but we don't know anything yet, guys. Okay, Fusion is coming December 14 next week. Maybe we can learn something, maybe we won't. If we don't learn anything about the upcoming content, then my decision is clear. I'm gonna skip him. Criodan is the epic champion. Way better him for your hard Far Night. Don't fall on this champion, guys. I don't recommend it. Waste your resources for him. Again, maybe early game clan boss. A2 skill is looking very promising. A1 also attack 3 times, so you can give him Giant Slayer, you know. It's not bad. Early game I can't like pretty much anything good, to be honest. But on the end game perspective, this Fusion is hot trash. That was my opinion, thoughts on the Fusion, guys. Hopefully you guys like it. Let me know if I'm wrong, if you guys thinking different. I'm definitely skipping this Fusion and I'm not gonna be regret about them. Everybody, thank you so much for watching. Catch you guys on the next time. Bye bye, guys.